Rain tapped a gentle rhythm against the windowpane of the small, cluttered attic room. Young Lily, feeling particularly alone that evening, traced the droplets with her finger. Her parents were far away on a long journey, and the old house felt too big, too quiet, filled only with the sighs of the wind and the distant ticking of a grandfather clock downstairs. She missed their laughter, their stories, the warmth of their presence. Seeking comfort, she pulled her worn quilt tighter around her shoulders, wishing for something, anything, to fill the hollow ache inside her. The shadows in the corners seemed deeper tonight, whispering of solitude. But one evening, while searching for a forgotten sketchbook behind a dusty trunk overflowing with memories, her fingers brushed against something unexpected. It was a large, flat object wrapped in faded blue velvet. With trembling hands, Lily carefully pulled it free, sending motes of dust dancing in the weak light filtering through the small attic window. Unfolding the soft covering, she revealed a book unlike any she had ever seen. Its cover was smooth, cool stone, gray like river pebbles, utterly blank. There was no title, no author, no gold lettering. Just pure, silent stone. Intrigued, Lily carried it to her little nest of blankets near the comforting glow of the fireplace. Sitting cross-legged, the heavy book resting on her knees, Lily slowly opened the stone cover. Her breath caught. The pages weren't paper, they felt like smooth, cool silk beneath her fingertips, and they were completely empty. Not a single word, not a single illustration, not even a speck or a line marred the pristine, creamy surface. Page after page turned, revealing only profound, silent blankness. Lily frowned, puzzled. Why would someone hide a book with nothing inside? She ran her fingers across the strange pages again, feeling a faint, almost imperceptible warmth emanating from them, like stone warmed by the sun night after night. Lily returned to the mysterious book. She began to simply sit with it, holding it, feeling its solid weight and that gentle, comforting warmth. She found herself talking to it, whispering about her day, her worries about her parents, her loneliness, her small joys, like the robin building a nest outside her window, or Mrs. Higgins's surprisingly delicious carrot cake. She described the colors of the sunset, the smell of rain on dry earth, the sound of the wind chimes on the porch. She poured her heart out onto those blank pages, her voice soft in the quiet room. The book absorbed her words like thirsty earth absorbs rain. One stormy night, thunder shook the old house, and lightning flashes illuminated the attic. In brief, terrifying bursts, Lily, startled from a restless sleep, felt a wave of intense fear wash over her. Clutching the book with no words tightly to her chest like a shield, she curled into a ball. Tears welled up, spilling over and falling silently onto the smooth, creamy surface of an open page. Where each tear landed, something miraculous happened. Not words, but a soft, golden light began to glow from within the page itself. It was a warm, gentle radiance, pushing back the harsh shadows cast by the lightning. It felt like a silent embrace, a reassurance emanating directly from the book into her frightened heart. The next morning, sunlight streamed into the attic. Lily, calmer now, opened the book again. The pages where her tears had fallen still held a faint, golden luminescence, like captured sunlight. She touched the spots gently. In that moment, a profound understanding washed over her, peaceful and clear. The book with no words wasn't empty. It wasn't meant to be read, it was meant to be felt. It was a vessel for her own heart, a silent companion reflecting her joys, her sorrows, her very essence back to her. Its magic wasn't in written spells, but in the sacred space it held for her unfiltered self. She realized true comfort wasn't always found in answers written by others, but in the courage to speak her own truth, even into silence. Lily carried the book downstairs to the cozy kitchen where her grandfather was sipping tea. She placed it on the worn wooden table and simply sat beside him, her small hand resting on its cool stone cover. He didn't ask questions, merely offered a gentle smile and placed his large, calloused hand over hers. They sat in comfortable quiet, the only sounds the crackle of the stove and the chirping of birds outside. Lily finally spoke, her voice clear and calm. It doesn't have any words, grandfather, she said, but it's full. He nodded slowly, his wise eyes understanding the unspoken depth of her discovery. Some of the most important things, my dear, he murmured, are felt, not read. Like love, like safety, like simply being present. That night, as Lily drifted off to sleep, the book with no words resting on her bedside table, the rain outside sounded less like loneliness and more like a gentle lullaby, wrapping her in a deep, quiet blanket of peace. She knew her parents' return was still distant, but the aching void within her was filled, not with words, but with a warm, golden light born from her own brave heart.